Hi, everybody. I can't tell with my stuff. I'm going to move my keyboard here in a second, and we'll get our wreath form over here. I'm just giving a minute for everybody to pop in. You don't see me on here? I'm on YouTube. Oh, all right. There you go. Didn't it pop up that I was here? Didn't it pop up that I was here? I'm good. How are you, Mari? Hi, Sherry. How are you tonight? At least you can finally comment, hey? That's a good thing. Hey, Laura. I'm excited that it lets you comment. We're going to leave my phone on and we're going to leave my messenger up on the computer for now. It's been storming, so in case there's any weather alerts, I want them to come up. And yes, Mari, I have my cup out because I don't have any other place to set it right now. Oh, okay. Thank you, hon. I'm very thirsty. Sometimes that happens. It's like sometimes my body decides to dehydrate itself. So, but anyway, so I had it was like a wonderful day today until we got storms this afternoon, but I laid down during the storms. I like to do that. I love thunderstorms, and sleeping during them is the best. I didn't sleep much, but are you on your phone right now, Laura? So, but I've got some stuff here. I had packages. It's like Christmas. I got 3 packages in the mail today, so I'm very, very excited. I better put this up. If I don't put this up, she had all the pages out of it, so I don't even know what my notes were in it. It's terrible. It said you weren't subscribed to my channel. I know you were. You had to be. Anyway, you know that little bell that's up there by where it says subscribe? I found out yesterday if you click on that and then it has 2 little lines by it, it means you'll get notifications of, like, if I put anything on the discussion page. Like earlier today, you know what? I know what's going on. I know what I didn't do. I didn't send out a blast. I'm terrible. So let me do that while we're just discussing things here real quick. It'll just take me a second. Now I can go back and cut this part off if I want. I know how to do that now, kind of, sort of. That's not what I wanted. Anyway, but I got 3 boxes in the mail, so I was so excited because it was like Christmas when I got up. Melinda said, you have 3 boxes, and I was like, woohoo! But you would save your legs. I'm going to do the wreath tonight. I'm doing this really quick, guys. Sorry. I wonder if I could just take this link. I doubt it. Anyway, tonight I'm going to make a high school themed tiger wreath. In August, I have my 40th year high school reunion. I know, I'm old. And I'm donating it for a door prize. So Miss C's Crafts made me a custom sign because I could not find one anywhere. And my first one fell through, and bless her heart, she came through and she made perfect ones. So now I have 3 of these to make. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. I have trouble multitasking once in a while. Silly me. And then I know what it is. I'm so silly. Oh, my goodness. Do you ever get like that where you're just totally, totally silly? That's where I'm at. My brain is just totally silly. All right. I'm just going to put the YouTube link on there this time and go. So I can get back to you over there. All right. Oh, and all my comments went away because I was so excited. When I popped back over, it put me in like YouTube jail. Sorry. So hi, everybody. Oh, look, everybody's talking. Thank you, Laura, for the list. I tried to put that on the introduction. I don't know if that came out or not, but maybe we'll have a couple of more people join us now that I remember to send out a blast. So what we'll do until they get here, I'll show you what my prizes were today. First, well, they're kind of in different shapes. So as you know, I've been wanting to do a line of, I don't like to break these because I like to reuse them. But we might have to because they're taped like wood. I want to make my line of Unique and the Creek roses and character wreaths. I like them. They're cute, quick, and I think they're cute. So I got 4 character boards, and you just Mod Podge the face here. You get the link and you get a download, and then you can take it to Staples, or we don't have Staples, so I'm going to take mine to Office Depot, and you have them printed out on 32-pound paper, and then you just Mod Podge it on there, and then you build on those holes. It goes in the center here, and then you just build your wreath on these holes around the outside. So, and I bought quite a few faces, and that's where I won the $25 gift certificate from. So that's what I decided to do, is to buy the boards. Then I was talking to a gal in one of the groups, and she's now my friend. And I really should have, I really should have messaged her, because I just had like 15 minutes by the time I got in here and sit down, to let her know that I got from Dawn Ann's Designs, I got the ribbon. Sorry, I didn't tell you. I didn't know until like I got back in this room at about 6 o'clock. I was trying to get ready, but we traded out some ribbon. I didn't know what this was, and I knew it's supposed to be all the new rage, the new jelly ribbon. So I traded her for some jelly ribbon so I could know what it was. And I don't know, it's kind of different. I don't know, can you see it? This is jelly ribbon, and it's kind of like, it reminds me of that stuff like little kids' jelly shoes were made out of. Well, I don't know if they still make them or not, but when my daughter, who's now 34, was little, this was all the rage, these little shoes. So that's what this like. It's like a piece of plastic. This is purple. So we'll have to use that and see if we like it. I don't know how that's all the rage, but they say it's going to be. So I got one just to see what it was like. I don't like to get things that I don't know. They don't have it around here, so I can't see it. Oh, wasn't that nice of you, Lori? And speaking of Lori, I got my first box from you today, my first order. So that was part of my fun and excitement and what I called my Christmas for today, because I ordered some ribbons from her. I gotta get them up here. And I got, I think, 3 different ones. I got some of this, the kind of, I don't know if you call it basket weave or exactly what you call it, but I liked it, so I got it. And I got the pumpkins in the truck. And I got the, what is this? This is pine trees in a truck, Christmas trees. And I got several rolls of each. So I was very, very, very excited Now I can use those. That's for my part of my winter stuff. And then Michael shouldn't leave town. No, he shouldn't. No, he shouldn't, because I ordered from Craft Outlet today. And I ordered a lot. Well, not a lot, but more than I normally do. Because I was out of black mesh, I'm out of gold mesh, I'm out of white mesh, and I'm out of red mesh. So besides Christmas, where I'll use the gold, red, and the white, I have 3 tiger-themed wreaths and a Kansas City Chiefs wreath I need to put together. And those are all the colors I need. And I have every other color in the world but those. I guess I could have done the Chiefs in yellow. Yeah, we're going to turn the phone system off because it's going to end up driving me nuts. Anyway, I could have put yellow in the Kansas City Chiefs because that is also a normal color that they use, yellow instead of gold. But I like gold. If it doesn't look right, I'll go back to yellow because I know the jackets are all red and yellow. But, and then, oh, I forgot my snips. That's all right. We got scissors here. We'll work with that. So then anyway, and I probably should, we're going to move that for a minute, guys. I'm letting this flatten out with my rocks. This is going to be my next color. It's a little darker than the one over there because I've got 3 different shades of this darker red. So I have a request for a deep red rose, not like a candy apple red one. So I bought 3 different varieties of that color of mesh. I think that one's called burgundy. And I'm going to put those together and then let her decide which one she likes best. So I have little, like, tricks and things. I'm clear now? Oh, no. Oh, no, I was buffering. Is everybody good? Sorry. Hi, Patricia. You didn't get it. Oh, no. Well, Laura, we'll yell at her. Anyway, I cut this up last night, so I'm trying to make sure I've got it all here for me. And I was going to kind of show you what I had. I was going to do 20 inches on both the gold and the black. However, the gold, and I'm hoping it's thick enough because this is kind of thin mesh. So I'm hoping the gold, or there's enough here. I'm doing 20-inch black ruffles and 10-inch gold ruffles because I just had partial roll of gold. So I'm hoping people start coming out with their bright reds and their gold mesh soon because it seems like everything I need to make now is either gold or red or black or white. But we'll get back into, I want to use some of my jute colors with the different colors through them and the snowballs and things like that. So, is it just Laura? I set it up that way, so just Laura would buffer. That's what you're talking about. If not, I guess I sound silly. But anyway, so I'm excited to get Michael won't be when he gets home and sees I bought more ribbon because I filled up all the ribbon spaces he made me. And now he's going to have to figure out where we're going to put ribbon because I've run out. Hold on just 1 minute. I swear. Excuse me a moment. I set my box down here with my tools in it so I have access to it because I had to move it. And thank you. Stop it. Someone, this is in my toolbox or my tool bag bucket. Someone took off with this and she was turning the end off. She also destroyed another ink pen earlier. So, well, we'll just set it there for now. She's going to see. I just took my house shoes off and one of those are missing. I tell you, that little girl, my little puppy, I don't know, her and I are going to have some talks here. I don't want to mess up anything because I'm playing around with the keyboard and the mouse, but the keyboard was actually trying to sit on the mouse, so I'll leave that later. But anyway, so this is what we're using. This real thin, but it's black and gold, and we're going to give it a shot. And like I said, if this one doesn't look right, got at least 2 more to make. This is the sign that Miss C's Crafts made me. I don't know if you can see. I want to get it close so you can see it. It's got gold glitter on it. The other one doesn't, but this one does. We were tigers. They were our mascot. And my high school is Excelsior Springs High School, so it was ESHS, because you can't write Excelsior Springs High School and have it fit on anything. And I've already DAP glued my cable ties on it, and they've set up because I did that last night. So I'm going to just sit there. I love this. Isn't this great? And it's wood, and it's not too thick. I love it. I love her work. Right, because I had told her I had a sign and that fell through, and she goes, let me see what I can come up with. And she showed me this, and this is perfect. There was a guy that I graduated, well, he was in 2 or 3 classes before me, so I was 78, so he was about 70, like between 74 and 78, and he actually drew the prettiest tiger head. But you can't, nobody can trace or copy it. I mean, it's a signed picture, so I'm sure even if it doesn't have like a patent or copyright or whatever it is, it's a signed picture. So you can't copy it because that's wrong. But she made me this. And when she showed me 2 tigers. This one was perfect. You know, I don't know if YouTube does this or why it's happening, but if you go to jail for talking, I'm in jail all the time. My comments keep disappearing. I'm going to have to look into that. But we're going to go ahead and get started now. There's 18 ties. This is a 15-inch. Sorry, guys. Sorry you have to see my bottom end, but if I don't grab these, I know where they'll head. They'll head to the garage, and then I won't have them. There are 18 ties on this. 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top. And my plan is to put the back one that's big on the bottom, and then to put the gold one that's shorter on the top to give it the black and gold that are the colors. So I'm going to turn you down now. Now we're going to move my cup again. Maybe we'll move it way over there. Got my little owls out here. These are my little mascots. They sit on my little speaker there. We'll even be nice. We'll turn it towards you. I'm trying to get it just right for you. Can you see good? Team Owl, that's right. We're Team Owl. Oh, it's not gel, it's just the lag. Okay. I thought maybe if you type too much, if you're not the one hosting, it puts you in what I call YouTube timeout. And I thought, oh Lord, it's timing me out because I talk. And I thought that's going to be a problem. Because I talk consistently. I need to be like everybody else and get a Mevo. You're going to use these owls on a wreath, Sherry? Because if you do, I want to see it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to ruffle these. And I'm not a perfect ruffler, and you know what I also was? Well, we'll just have to fake it today. I could go get it, but I don't feel like getting up to go over to get it. I usually use my bodabra to hold my mesh, because then I put it on all at one time. I don't tie and retie, but maybe oh heavens, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. If there is an old-fashioned way. And I am using ribbon. So the ribbon helps to cover what this thinner mesh doesn't. Although this is a thinner mesh, it's also stiffer than the black. I think the black, and I'm not sure because this is black metallic, and I didn't think when I made an order a long time ago from Paper Mart, and I did not think that I ordered black metallic, but it's awful thin, so I'm not sure where the black came from. I don't think it came from Hobby Lobby. It could have. Or I could have just not paid attention and ordered like basic mesh from Craft Outlet. I don't know where it came from. I need to put stickers on everything. Yes, Laura, I know you've told me that. Anyway, once you get your ruffles on, you want to just kind of poof them up. And like I said, the gold are shorter. That way our black does stand out. Now, I made one of these in the black and gold before. I actually, without ribbon, I had actually made one and for the Boston Bruins, because my son is a big Bruins fan. And he didn't want, Mom, I'm a guy, I don't want ribbon on it. But when I did it, I sandwiched the gold between two of the black. And that worked out well. But for this one, like I said, I have all kinds of mesh, guys. I have more mesh than you can want or need. It's just not the right colors. And of course, I bought a lot of red and green at end of season last Christmas. I've used it all because you can use red and green all year long. So this time I'll be smarter and I'll know when it all goes on sale after season that if they have those colors, to grab as much as possible. Because you've got Valentine's Day, and then you've got St. Patrick's Day, and then you have the 4th of July, and those are all red and green, and then you can use the green at other times too. And then of course, making the roses, I can use the ember green. That's the green I prefer. I have some moss green, but I can use the ember green for petals, for deeper petals. And this is holding on to me. So, and I also, when I ordered from Craft Outlet this time, I ordered some black paw print ribbon because I don't have any like tiger themed ribbon. I just have to go with black and gold because I tried ordering ribbon, and hence why I had ribbon to trade. Because I don't do LSU wreaths. I have no call for them here. Nobody ever asked me for it. So, I might have been able to sell some if I went and walked down by the baseball field when they were having the College World Series, because LSU is usually, for a long time, only LSU won, I think, or Cal State Fullerton. But LSU is always a big draw. But I didn't feel like walking out in the heat and the rain and the freeze trying to sell them. And I probably would have gotten in trouble. I could have tried to figure out how to have food. I don't know if they do that anymore now that they moved it right downtown to the TD. And it's not even TD America. No, the football or the baseball field might be. They changed the big concert or convention center. They changed that now to CHI Health, which to me sounds silly. Why would you call it CHI Health? But that's who bought it, so they're the new health people in town. Mari's the hawk. Laura's name is animals. Oh my goodness. That could be terrible for me. Anyway, so I hope everybody's having a good day. It's been nice and quiet here. For those that don't know, my husband and his father took off yesterday, headed to Alaska. They're going sockeye salmon fishing. They're hoping, well, they're supposed to have the salmon run. I don't ever trust what my father-in-law says, because usually it's never when they're there. It's like the week before, the week after. I guess they didn't do too bad last time. But so they left, and at 4:30 yesterday, Michael called and told me they were by Minot, North Dakota, and that's where they were going to end for Canada at. And when he's in Canada, I don't know if he doesn't have any signal or if he thinks he can't call me because it's Canada and not the United States. But he said I wouldn't hear from him for probably 3 days, because I don't know how long it actually takes to drive to where they go fishing in Alaska. But I guess the roads are just horrifying. They're terrible roads. So, and they're in a Toyota Prius, which I didn't think they would be going again, because my father-in-law traded his last Prius in because he said the trip to Canada or Alaska was too hard on him. So I was kind of surprised when he called and said they were going this year. But they've been now, I think, every other year for the last 6. This is their 3rd time. And they enjoy it. So I figure as long as they enjoy it, that's good. I wouldn't go with them because, they don't necessarily like get motels and things. They sleep in the back of the car and they camp in a tent. And I like glamping, but actual camping is not for me. I don't do ground well. So, well, I could do ground, but I probably couldn't. I don't know. I posted or did I? I saw a thing on Facebook where they're trying to get this lady off of a blow up thing, I think, in a pool, and they can't hardly get her up. And I thought, oh God, that would be me. And those would be my neighbors taking that infamous YouTube film that will go viral. I'll be famous. But anyway, I'd actually cut the gold all in 20 inches and then have to go back and cut it in half. So a little disappointed, but I think it would have been too gold then. Because the gold stands out pretty well. It's thicker than the black. Like I said, I can always go back and put more black mesh on it on another layer if I needed to, but I think we'll be fine this way. We'll make this one this way, and then we'll do the next one a different way. Because I have 2 that say the ESHS on them. And then I'm getting one that says Mizzou for Missouri Tigers for the University of Missouri at Columbia. Sugar Gladiator. I'm going to have to catch up on that. I'm not going to try to play with you guys right now because you're just going to get me confused. So, anyway, I'm kind of stuck in the house, but then already Melinda's like, let's go eat when you're done. I'm like, well, it's raining. I might take her up on that. I don't know where she wants to go. It's just her, me, and Ryder tonight. Except we're in Alaska, Canada. I won't call it officially in Alaska until I hear from him if it's there. And Melinda, I think she works all weekend. When she works on the weekend, she works 12-hour shifts. So I know tomorrow night, Ryder and I will be hanging out for a little while because I'll watch him while Nick goes to work, I think, at 6, and then she'll be home at 8. So the little one and I will just be hanging out here doing something fun, and that usually means we're watching Paw Patrol or Elmo. Or if we get on my iPad, we sing Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. I don't know, he runs it by himself. He just picks out what he wants. I get Elmo up there, and then he picks out 10 gajillion things. There must be a heck of a lad, Lori, because my conversation is going more than it's staying. A glider, not a gladiator, but a glider. Okay, you say so. I might have to get my own line down here if it keeps this up. I don't know. We'll think about that in the coming up months. We're going to, I think, not have cable after October. Melinda's going to just have internet. They pay for that. So, if she does that, maybe I can get a separate line just for myself if it keeps having problems. Although, I will say Monday night we didn't have as much problems with Facebook as we've had in the past. So maybe they've kind of straightened that out. Because I truly believe it's their problems, not mine. Why? I'm perfect. Why would I have a problem? But not only that, but I've seen many other folks having difficulties. I'm going to pull my ruffles up. And remember, Laura says, Make sure those sides are up so they poof out together. And then I found out today that they're having another craft show at a different elementary school, and that would be in between the week I go to the big one that is at the big school district building and the weekend of the convention in October. So I may, depending on the cost and all, I may go ahead and hit it. So I would do 2 shows and then my vacation at the conventions. Wouldn't that be fun? Who are you talking about? Who is a fox? Oh, Lori's the fox? Okay. I hate to ask what I am. I guess I'm the owl, right? Am I the owl or is Maury the owl? I'm confused. She calls me owl, so I guess I'm the owl. Now you guys got that song stuck in my head. What does the fox say? I don't know how that transpired with that. Translate. Yeah, I'm the owl. Okay. Good thing you're keeping me informed, Sherry, because they're over there in their own little world. Lori's a fox, and Laura's a guy. A glider, like an airplane? You're the owl hawk, or a hawk owl. I will definitely have to catch up with that later because, yeah, I think that's some conversation I must have missed quite a bit of. So as you can tell, I can't see. I don't remember who. Somebody commented on my page that they'd have to ask their daughter about the thing I posted about if banks have branches, why don't they have trees or something? And they said their daughter works in a bank. They'd ask them. I said, okay, you're in charge of finding out. And let us know. Hopefully we'll get. It seems like I don't know. I was like, is this bigger than 15? Because the one I used the other night was at 24, and I don't know. They must not have had the color I wanted in 15. That must be why I bought a 24. So I know Laura works with the big ones, but I hardly ever work with the big ones. 15 is usually my biggest size. I don't really care for the bigger frames. I've got a lot of 18s, but I prefer to work on 14. 18s just seem to have such big centers. But I'm trying to catch up. Pardon me. Trying to catch up on the conversation. Like, what? Oh, it's my supply list. How exciting. Goodness. The storms must be staying south of us now. Melinda said, because I said, did I hear thunder earlier? And my bedroom doesn't have windows. So I'm the protected spot in the whole house when it comes to storm time. Everybody comes down to our room. And she's like, yeah. So I couldn't tell if it was thunder or Ryder was just overly active doing his cardio because that boy never stops. Usually he just runs and runs and runs and runs and jumps and jumps and runs and jumps. So I wasn't sure if he was up there making the noise, but it didn't sound like that. It sounded more like thunder. So, gotta be kind of careful with this black. It's kind of so thin that he wants to like me push a hole through it with my fingers. Two more. For Team Lord, Team Out. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not because my screen's different. I did try to put the supply list on the descriptions before I started. But when I seem to do that, it seems harder to get in and have it show up for everybody or show that I'm there rather than, you know, I don't know. And then I thought 3 times a day, I have to call the vet and I have to call the eye doctor, and I didn't do either. Silly me. You don't like yours. Well, what are you supposed to be? I'm not really sure what a sugar glider is. I think it was, maybe it's supposed to be gilder. I'll have to catch up later. Anything. So is everybody now making, especially since the 4th is over, has everybody moved on to fall and Halloween? A gladiator? I should have paid more attention, I guess, because now I'm thinking of like superheroes. Don't ask me why, like the Avengers. I'm gonna be the Bionic Woman though. They're not giving me new colors. Oh, okay. Sound like when I used to I used to have names for every portion of the family because I always used to say, not my monkey, not my circus. So I didn't have monkeys in my circus because I wanted to deal with it. But I had elephants and I had, maybe I did have monkeys. No, I had elephants and penguins. What else do I call them? Maybe I did call the one set monkeys. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. They all had names though. That was about 5-6 years ago. And that way I could say something and I was in like code. Not everybody knew what I was talking about. I'd say, well, the monkeys are acting up again today, or the penguins got out. Okay. You do? You call Darlene True? Anyway, we're on our last one on the bottom. We get to go to the top. Hey, Rob. You know, the other thing I want to try before the season is over, and we still have time. I always think, oh my goodness, you should be a road runner if you're speedy. Because I want to make one of those mesh pumpkins that I like the look of those. So I've got to watch again. I watched it once. I need to watch Lori's tutorial again on how to make the deco mesh pumpkin. Because I really like that. I saw a couple of them. And so I went to look and thank goodness Lori has one. And so I need to study up on that. It doesn't look too horribly difficult, but you know what? I said I didn't bring my snippers, and you know what? I got a box right here. I'm such a silly. I'm an airhead. I'm an old airhead, actually. That's okay. Hey, I guess that makes me the wise old owl. There you go, guys. And I don't even know what you're really talking about. Well, no, I don't want to be a road runner. I saw Laura say she was speedy, so I said be a road runner. Have you ever seen a road runner in real life? I don't think I have. They have them in Texas, I guess. Because we used to drive from Clovis, New Mexico when we were stationed there over into not Amarillo, Lubbock all the time. Everything we did was in Lubbock because it was quicker to go to Lubbock, Texas than it was to get to Albuquerque, because Albuquerque was 4 hours and Lubbock was just an hour, although you played with the timeline change, or the time change. We could go from mountain to central back into mountain. You could almost time it that you could go and come back and you'd be back at the same time. I don't remember. It was, yeah. You have to remember this is a time when we'd never seen The Simpsons before, so my keyboard has fallen on me, and I touched it, and now it's wanting to save something to OneDrive, which I don't really know about or use that much. So I think OneDrive's Microsoft, and I could never get into it. So anyway, I guess you guys will have to make up a list and send it to me later and let me know exactly what animals what and why we're having a zoo in here today. So anyway, to the wreath, because I'm just talking and not really saying anything. I'm just putting ruffles, one black that's 20 inch and one gold that's 10 inch on each tie. Then we'll go back. I cut my ribbons at 12 inches because I don't know, 14 just doesn't work for me. And I'm the lady, as people said, that had problems and ribbon rebelled on me. So, oh no. You guys, you're making Laurie talk too much, okay? She's in timeout, so be nice. Oh no. But anyway, who's the zookeeper? Laura, you can't be the zookeeper. You're the zookeeper. We're all in trouble, girl. I forgot I was talking about before that. Who's Mama Bear? Is that Lori? Anyway, I'll have this all figured out by the next live so I can participate. Aren't you guys glad that it takes me so long to put these ruffles on so that you all can have a chance to discuss zoo animals? I don't know, but Lori, I think you're the mama bear. I think that means you take care of all of us. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I got lost a long time ago and gave up. I will try to put out notices, like I said, on YouTube. I'm thinking, and it might be the wrong thing to do. I won't say assuming, because y'all know what assuming means. And if you don't, watch a lot of old reruns of The Odd Couple when it was Tony Randall and Jack Klugman. And Tony Randall will tell you exactly what assume means. So, but I'm thinking if I put something in discussions, you all will see it. Because I'm thinking that's what they call community. I'm just not sure how it works before you get to 1,000 people. And thank you all so much for getting me over 100. I was so excited. And Laura's over 100 now, so we've joined the 100 Club. And it gives us our custom URL. And but yeah, I finally figured out that until you get, well, and I had help from Lori told me, we think, until you get to 1,000, your community button says discussion. And I can't post pictures there, I don't guess, but I can write things. So I'm thinking if you click that little bell so that you get notifications, that anything I put in that discussion, you may get. So I tried that today by putting tonight's live there and a little bit about what I was going to do. because I'm just learning. And I like YouTube. It seems almost a little bit easier to stream on than Facebook because I don't have the Mevo. And I think that's when you get like 20,000, you'd get a Mevo. And I'm just laughing about that because I have to buy my own Mevo, but it sounds like a good thing, huh? We'll make a goal. I tried to get OBS, but with I have AVG for my virus scanner, and it doesn't allow OBS. I've got to turn it off to get OBS to download because it keeps telling me it has malware, which is crazy. And I even actually reported it and thinking that I would get something back telling me that's okay. They opened it up so I could go ahead and download it, and I didn't. So, and I honestly, to be truthful, started working on YouTube and forgot. But I'll put a rescue out there to my IT people because they used to use OBS for their streaming. And they were confused as to why AVG wouldn't let me do it. But they don't use AVG, they use Windows Defender. So I don't know, whatever day that was, I was like so disgusted by the time I was done. I just kind of walked away and then forgot about it. That should work. That should work good. Maybe if I get it downloaded. But we'll see. But I've been working on trying to get the YouTube all going and stuff. And I really appreciate, that's what I was talking about. Maybe I never finished. And if I did finish, then I'm telling you again. But thank you all for helping us all get to 100. Laura and I. Laura first. Thanks, Laura and Maury and Patricia and Arlene and all my other followers who posted my link and shared and kind of begged to get me to the 100 so I could get my custom URL. So now if you do, it's easier for every time I go to copy my YouTube link, I go, well, darn, that's why I got the custom URL. I don't know why I'm short gold. I may have to go out and search in my garage. I had exactly 18, and now I have exactly, it looks like 15, 16, and I'm not impressed. That makes me agitated. Because I don't remember any of it getting on the floor. Oh, I see a piece on the floor now. There's another one. Last time, I had to cut. I had to cut more mesh because I thought, I must have just miscounted. No, I didn't miscount. We found the mesh after the live was over. Miss Lambert drug it off. Tonight she's laying in her little bed sleeping, so she hasn't been, after she got in trouble for the ice pick. She was named off. So, and does anybody, I saw this in a group, and maybe you guys know, has anybody used or thought about using a plastic bag sealer to cut poly burlap? Because I saw that somewhere, and they don't like to give me my solder iron because I'm kind of grounded from it because I burn things. But a plastic bag sealer, I really, unless I stuck my hand in there and pulled down the lever, it really wouldn't cause any damage. But I wanted a 20-inch one, and when I went to look at Walmart, they had 12-inch ones, but not 20-inch ones, because I'm thinking, well, if I had 21-inch mesh, a 20-inch one would work pretty well. I just have an inch left. But I didn't know if any of you had ever used a plastic bag sealer thing, and not like a Denny seal. I remember many years ago we had a Denny seal. That was one of the first bags where it sucked the air out and melted the bag for you. I got one of those off of QVC late one night for my birthday one year. But, yeah, they're talking about cutting the poly deco and just the deco mesh with the bag seal. I've even gone as far as look on YouTube, and you can make them with a C-cell battery and wire and wood. But I wanted the 20-inch one, and I think the 20-inch one that I saw at Walmart was like $1 or $2 more than the 12-inch one. So I thought, might as well get the big one. Like Tim Allen, more power will be Tim the Tool Man Taylor from whatever show that was. I can't remember. Tool Time. So we need 2 more. Okay, guys, we're going on a hunt here. Of course, they're in the container. Silly me. They're a lot like the color of the containers. So 2 more. Yes, thank you for joining us tonight. Laura, remind me to have a conversation with you, not so much on YouTube, but when we're on Facebook, because we're going to call it Show the Love. And that just means I'd like you to share my stream, if you wouldn't mind. I need you to show the love. Showing the love. I think that's going to be what the norm's going to be. So, is anybody, I'm trying to see, is anybody in here going to the conference besides Lori and Laura? You guys need different names. Mike's just going to end up calling everybody the L lady all weekend. You watch when we go. So you know that L lady? Actually, what he tries to do is identify you by where you live. Now, which friend is that? Is that the friend in California? Is that the friend in Texas? Is that the friend? He just puts a state, and then I go, no, no. And I find something like unique about you, and then I have to go, this is the one that. He goes, okay. He doesn't really know, but he pretends to. So he'll just look at y'all all weekend and call you the L lady, I'm sure. I'll tell him, just call him L, because they all have names that start with L's, basically. I was like, what's going on here? I thought this one didn't, but I forgot to floof it. Is that a word? Floof? F-L-U-F-F? Floof? The floofing is off on this one. All right, guys. I think we got one more mesh, and then we're ready for ribbon. Oh, no. Well, have you been typing a lot, Sherry? Because if you type too much, they put you in timeout and don't let you type. That's why I thought they were putting me in timeout for talking too much, because the screen, all the comments go away, and then it comes back. And I'm like, oh, no. You can also get in trouble on Facebook, too. I think you have to do more than just talk on Facebook, but I've heard people call it Facebook jail. I've never been to Facebook jail. I was told if you comment like on your live afterwards, if you comment too much, they put you in Facebook jail. I don't know what that means, but okay. Hopefully I'll never figure it out. I know one day they wouldn't let me keep commenting. I had to go out and come back in later. So, a little inconvenient, but all right, gang. I think we've got all our mesh on, which means, yay, raw, we're ready to try that rebellious ribbon. Actually, it's not too bad anymore. I can even almost make both pretty good. So. I'm just not a ribbony bowy person. Okay. And I have enough ribbon cut to go in every time, so there you go. This is what it looks like so far. This one's more gold than the last one I did. The last one I did, but I kind of like the more gold. So that's where we're at right now. Now we're going to put our ribbon on it. Look, you can watch us. That makes sense? These are the ribbons I chose to use because this just happened to be what I had on hand. I had, this is the black and white Chevron, and I call this my cream gold wavy. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know. I'm sure I got the Chevron from Craft Outlet, but the cream gold wavy, I'm not even sure where it came from, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to think. It probably came from Joann's, or when all else fails, just say Old Time Pottery, right? Because I did get some from Old Time Pottery. But, and I'm going to open my tie up. Stick my, I started to say yarn. That's terrible. Stick my ribbon down in there. Give it 3 good twists. I'm going to, I think I'm going to kind of pull them all, not quite all down, but like, kind of. And apparently, even though it's not Christmas in July, I don't think anymore on Etsy, I still have a sale going. And that sale will be good until I decide to go cancel it, or until the end of July. Why are you laughing at me, Lord Jean? What did I do? I must have said something funny. Because I said if all else fails, just call it Old Time Pottery. Thank you, Patricia. I talk so much I don't even know what to say. And like Laura says, tie them down tight, and then just don't work you jerk on those ribbons. Pull them tight. Pull them hard. That's what Laura says. Let's pull them hard. I tried that one time when I made a bow on the Pro Bow, and that was before I started using the second wire as the helping hand. Yeah, that didn't work out well for me. I pulled it hard, and yeah, because I don't get the one wire tight enough. So that did not work well. Needless to say, we took that one apart and started again. Oh, to pull them hard. I like when she goes, do the shake test, because I never really get anything totally put down when I'm on a live. You know, it takes me a little bit. And I'm like, if I ever shook, everything would fall off. I do a shake test, but it's not at that point. Although, and I want to say this in front of everybody so Laura can be very proud, or not. All of my prior wreaths are completely finished. I just need pictures. And I may go out, if it's a nice day tomorrow, I may take my iPhone and go out and take them outside, because my photographer's off in Alaska with all of his equipment. Why he had to take it all with him, I don't know. If you're going salmon fishing, what do you need a telescopic lens for? But he thought he needed the whole 9 yards. Now I just hope he doesn't drop it in the river or lose it, because he's been known to do both. So, is it the first time he went up there, or the second time he lost his wallet? He's always losing something. And I saw him take a little pair of binoculars too, and I have to laugh. I have a story about that. Poor Mike. I give him so much heaven. We went to, I'm trying to remember which time it was. This must have been maybe a long time ago. So this was when my older two were little. So we had left them with my mom. And we went up and saw, and I think we were actually up there. I worked for a video store in Base, and really thinking that's when they sent us up to Box Elder to close that video store down. But we took a run up to Mount Rushmore and to, yeah, I know it has to be on the first time back in the 80s, because what's that guy? Crazy Horse. He was pretty much just an outline on the wall. And along the way, they didn't have now they've got a real nice, like, visitor center and a place you can buy souvenirs and things. Well, when we went the first time, and he was just etching on the wall, they didn't have that. They had an outhouse. And box tacked up on a pole that says, we would like, if you would like to donate. Like, okay, I'm out in the middle of nowhere looking at a man being drawn on a wall. You bet I'll donate to your little box on the wall. But now they have a real nice setup because we went back after at least 10 years. So anyway, Michael went into the outhouse, and that poor man, I swear. Anyway, he bent over, and the binocular case, without the binoculars in it, thank goodness, fell to the bottom of the outhouse. So we didn't have any cover for those binoculars. We didn't retrieve that. We're like, it grows. But now they have flushing toilets in a visitor center, so we didn't lose anything the second time we went. In fact, the second time we went, so we must have gone about, when Sean was born, he was born in 86, so we must have gone about 86, 87. 87. And then we didn't go back again until Melinda was 12, and she was born in 1993. Excuse me. No. I'm sorry, the dog is trying to take my ribbons wreath that are sitting on the couch. I have 2 sets. Anyway, so she was 12, so that would have been 2005. So we went in 83 and 2005. I'd love to go up there. I love it. It's beautiful. I like to go to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, too. I think that's the one where they have the Passion Play. I think it's in Eureka Springs. And then they have the big cross. And then when you get closer to it, you can actually see it's like a Jesus standing. Okay, that's enough out of you. She chews on, I don't know what the obsession is. She chews on everything. I give her bully sticks. I spanked her little nose. It's not very hard. Why are you doing that? You should go lay down. Can you see her looking at me? But anyway. She may be adorable, but she's on my last nerve. Thought that ribbon would be good to chew on. Yeah. She's a little Shishan. I used to have many Doxies, but I was so attached to my Doxie when I lost her. It took me about a year to get another dog, and I was afraid if I didn't think that Doxie was like my Chloe, I would not care for it. I would not like the dog, and that's not fair to the dog because it's not her fault that she's not exactly like my Chloe. So I decided to Joanne. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Anyway, so I went with a whole different breed this time because, yeah, I just didn't want to deal with that. She's been wanting a lot of attention the last couple of days since Mike left. Although he'll tell you he doesn't like dogs and she's my dog. It takes a long time to replace them. She does. Although Mike will say, no, she's your dog, she's your dog. But he actually spoils her. He actually loves her. And he just likes to say he doesn't like animals. He just doesn't like to get attached. But he's attached now because we've had her. July 9th was a year. We brought her home on July 9th, I think it was. So I had her a year in July. She turned a year old in April. You're going to roll yourself off, and then I'm going to laugh at you. And I talk to her just like she's a human, like she understands me. What are you chewing on now? I swear. Amanda, stop. Do not get into anything else. She's like having a kid. I tell you. See, part of the potato chip she must have like found on the floor that I dropped. And she brought it on the couch, but she's not eating it. She's picky. Uh-oh. Oh, now she's eating the chip. So because I mentioned it. I was doing another one on top instead of the one. Not that it matters, as long as you could do them any way you want, as long as you hit every tie. I always like to pull these the same way. I do not know why it is so hot in here. Maybe it's because we all work so hard when we make the wreaths. Maybe that's why we get warm. I think. This is hard work. I'm wondering if I missed one because I thought I had them put out on in a set of 10 and a set of 8 when I flipped them together. And this looks like the last tie. I have one more set of ribbons, so I guess I'll check. It's like the one I tried to put on the top. There's a lot of times I don't untie these either when I put them in. Put them out on the top, but I thought I just tied these in. Or untie and tie back. No, looks like a hitting ball. Once again, your mother can't count. How about that? But anyway. They can like it. They don't have to just share. Yes, and thank you. Thank you all for coming and watching with us this evening. It seems like it's so quiet, but that's because here, I've got to go turn the fan up, guys. Can't handle this anymore. Might make a little bit of noise, but you can either watch me sweat to death or listen to a little bit of fan noise. Just consider it white noise background, like ocean sounds or something. I don't know. Usually it's not this warm unless it's cooler upstairs, and then I don't get as much air conditioning down here because it doesn't run as often. It's probably pretty humid outside. See, it takes me a long time with ribbon because I'm just not. Wasn't one of those things I was good at for a long time. I remember I used to watch Lori, and I'd be on her lives, and I'd say, "No, ribbon rebels. It is not my friend. It doesn't like me." Looking up at the TV to make sure there's no weather warnings. But I guess, well, what time is it? It shouldn't be that dark yet. It was funny. Remember when I was telling you we had all that rain going? And that was for 2 weeks. And I'll tell you what, those College World Series people left, and we haven't had. Today was the first time I think it's rained. I do not watch Big Brother. The gold is 10. The black was 20. Because I ran out of gold. I never find that in the stores around here. I have to order that out. I don't know about the rest of you. I don't. I just have the. Hi, Joanne. Did I say hello? I don't know if I saw Joanne earlier. Once we watch some. So, did your big brother go the way you wanted it to go last night, Laura? I don't watch it, so. What, Big Brother's on all summer? Is it a? It's not a. It's not a. What do I want to say? Like repeat, or it's a new season thing. I know a lot of people watch it. I just never did. When we were in Florida, my parents watched Survivor. I didn't watch that either. So. I have to click these little messages off or I can't see the conversation. You're very good, Laura. Did you remember all of that, or are you reading it? The supply list. Your favorite? I just never watched it. Is it on every night? It always sounds like you're going to go watch it. I was trying to think if there's no shows in right now that we watch. We were watching the new Roseanne. Of course, they took that off. And everything else, I think, is on hiatus for summer. We watched The Walking Dead. And I watched Fear the Walking Dead. I didn't this season because I missed a week, so I have it all on DVR. And Mike likes to watch Into the Badlands, and that's it. That's a lot of days to be on. Wow, guys, I think we're at our last reading. Goodness. I have to lean back a minute. My back's got a cramp in it. Don't look at my leg with the short on. I heard somebody complain, don't wear shorts. I'm like, dudes, it's so warm. I'm wearing shorts. I'm not wearing pants just because people don't like to see legs. And I think and I didn't pull these in X's. I kind of pointed them all down because we do have a sign put on it. Thank you, Laura. I'm excited to get all that mesh I just bought so that I can start some of my Christmas stuff. Pull my Christmas decor out because I like Christmas. I'm gonna, you know what? Instead of using floral wire, I think that's a problem for me because it's so thin. I think what I'm gonna do is go over here to this big old box. I have a ton of garbage shoved in. When all else fails, improvise, right? I'm going to use dark blue chenille stems. Shouldn't be able to see them anyway. Maybe they're dark purple. No, they're dark. I don't see any dark black ones, so oops, sorry guys. Maybe it's just me because the monitor's moving. So I put these on the I put the cable ties on with darn it, with DAP glue under it. Because Laura will tell you if you use hot glue, they fall off. Mari, are you still here? I know you hate cable mounts, but I started thinking about it. Are you saying the foam is still left on the sign as opposed that the foam comes off of the plastic part and not that the whole cable mount is coming off of the board? Is that what you were saying? I wasn't sure. I hadn't saw you talk for a while, so I had to check on you. Because then you just need to put your DAP glue on the other side. You just reattach it with the DAP glue and it should be fine. Or it sounds to me like you got. I've never had that happen. I like when I have the metal things too, because I like putting the holes in it. That works really well. I know you will never use them again, Laura. I know. I even went out and bought one of the staple guns, but Mike used it and put it somewhere. I got one. Well, maybe Mike got one because, like I said, I'm not sure where it's at. All right, guys. Not even because I've got stuff hanging. You use it a lot, I noticed. That's a good thing. What you need is to get a pair of snips that you can control but don't get locked shut. Because the only time you can use them is when Lisa's there. That's not good. This is why I don't normally put these things on when you guys are online with me, because sometimes it takes dirty words to get them on for me. My full left hand's gonna not cooperate at this point. I think it's because I'm trying to go right where they're tongs. All right. Is when all else fails, turn the wreath. Did you know it helps to stick your tongue out and bite on it when you're doing this? I've always done that. Oh, goodness sakes. Ugh, there we go. Then you lose your pipe cleaner. Here I thought that this would be a easier thing than what I had done before. Silly me. But that's alright. And I want it good and tight, but I don't want it too tight. I don't want it to smush. In fact, we're going to go to the point where I'm just going to put the top on and I will fight with the bottom ones later. So I had my fingers stuck in the wreath just then between the wires. Oh my goodness. Walking around for 2 weeks till Michael gets home with a wreath stuck on my head. save me. Or Sean would come save me when we wouldn't let me walk around with the wreath stuck on my hand. And I love this. You guys, you can't believe how perfect this sign is. I'm just in love with it. I'm telling you, if you need something, you just ask Missy, because she's good. I love her. And I love her. And I also love, remember I don't have the bottom ones in, so I'll do those later. I'm not going to fight with them in front of everybody. It's just not something I'm real good at yet. I have the back full ribbons because I smushed them. Alright, so when I get the bottom ones, that's all I'm going to do to it actually, because sure, I might have to back them up. Now I have to ask, because on my screen it's upwards, but on your screen it looks right, correct? Because I can see my screen in my screen. And then like I said, I have another one of these signs that doesn't have the glitter on it, and then I'm getting one of the Mizzou signs. So this is what, and like I said, I'm going to donate this one, and then I'm going to make a second one, and I don't know if I'm going to donate it, or if I'm going to keep it, or if I'll try to sell it. I'm not positive yet. And then I make one that this, instead of saying this on it, it'll say Mizzou for the college at Columbia, the University of Missouri. So I'm going to set this over here. Get that. I guess I could set it on the table. There's no reason not to. Silly me. I know that one doesn't have a lot of decor on it, but it's because I really want the sign to pop. 40 years is a long time. I'm impressed that I made it that long. I'm impressed that I graduated high school. That's a pretty good thing. And easier to do this because then it looks more like I'm looking at you because the comments are behind me because I don't use the iPad anymore. I don't think I'll be able to do that until I get back from the conference because I'm going to get an Archon. Is that what they call them, an Archon? They're either an Anacron or an Archon. And that's when it holds your phone and it holds your iPad. And I really want one of those. It does? I washed it. Look, all of the purple came out. There's not much left. I'm kind of disappointed. Akron. Well, whatever. I'm going to go visit those people and see what they have when I get there. But the purple came out of my hair. And so I told my little gal when I went last week and got it cut, I said, this is the deal. I want pink highlights when I come in next time. When do I have the time for what? To wash my hair? I'm confused. But anyway, I said, I want pink highlights and I want bold pink highlights. So you guys might be so embarrassed by me by the time I go to convention that you might not want to hang with me. Now I'll be known as the lady that has rebellious ribbon with the pink hair. What do you think of that? I think it's pretty. I had to get it all cut off, though. It was getting so thin. As you get older and you take different medications, your hair really starts to thin out. So I had to get it all cut off. I couldn't handle those little stragglies anymore. Well, then I might have, what? I might have to, Lori, I might have to do the rainbow. I've been thinking about the rainbow do. Have you seen that? I didn't like the way the gal had it, though, that was at the salon. There was too much yellow in it. I mean, I can do the other colors, but I don't want any, yellow. But I'm going with a bold pink. So that's not until, it's in August. I'm not sure exactly what date. So. Well, I thought this indigo, which in that purple, and then it kind of looked black, so I was kind of disappointed. Hello. I'm almost done. You can come down. It's okay. What you need? Oh, no. Did he have a nap today?
Yes.
Oh. Wow. Baby's in sleeping, so my dog just like tried to jump. That's my daughter that walked in. I'm sorry. What about my whole head? I don't want like all pink. I just want pink highlights. And I also thought about maybe a rainbow front sometime. But, you know, you get a little bolder every time you go. You get a little bolder.
I kind of want to do something.
Yeah, Melinda just keeps going shorter. Pretty soon she's going to like just have no hair.
I could have shaved it today at the shave-a-thon.
Yeah. Got a shave-a-thon at her work. For was that for St. Jude's?
St. Baldrick's.
St. what?
Baldrick's.
Baldrick's? I don't know where that's at.
It's for children cancer.
Well, yeah, so St. Jude's. Then anyway, so she could have gotten her head shaved today, but she just worked there, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks? A month. So she didn't. Don't rock because it makes noise. Good, you can help me fight with the bottom of this later. Oh, see how good she is, guys? She won't help me on my live. She won't help me with the wreaths. Michael does more on wreaths than she does. He'll sit down and decorate it. I'm going to teach him. I'm going to teach him how to make them, though. That's what I'm going to do. I would say goodnight to you, but now all the comments went away, and I don't know what anybody's saying, and I don't know. I know I'm an owl, and I know Laura's a rabbit, and Lori is a mother bear, and Mari's a owl hawk. I don't know why. You went from blonde to red. I don't think I would look good as a redhead. I don't think I would. I don't know why. I just don't think.
You need to do the brown you had for my wedding.
Melinda likes. Actually, that's the picture that is on the border of my Creativewreathsandflowers page on Facebook. That's the picture from her wedding because I don't get dressed up often. So if you get me dressed up, and that day I actually had, we had the lady come in because, mother the bride and the bride, and she did our hair and did our makeup there at the wedding place. So I looked pretty good that day. So I would show that picture. It took me a long time before I would come out in public and show pictures. I hated my picture being seen. So I was kind of surprised when I first started doing lives that I'd be on camera. But it's okay. Do ya? Now, Sherry, were you the one that I saw the floodwaters last time? And why do my comments keep going away? That makes me angry. And Laura, is this? That's where I went to high school. Oh my
goodness. Does it exist anymore?
Huh?
Does it still exist?
Remember where your grandmother used to live? The high school there. What is the name of the town? I'm sorry.
Excelsior.
Excelsior what?
Springs.
High School. ESHS.
I'm honestly surprised it still exists.
It's a town of 15,000 people, Melinda. Of course it exists. Oh my goodness. Children. What's the water gone 2 hours later? Wow. What I thought was weird was that yesterday we got a flash flood warning, but it didn't rain. I couldn't figure out. It must have rained somewhere up north, but it was like flash flood warning. And I thought, why? It hasn't rained for a week. And then no flash flood warning today, but we got rain. So there you go. We did have a river flood warning. I don't know if that's still up or not.
Do you want pizza?
We could just you want to go get some?
I don't think he's gonna.
But anyway, I guess I need to get off of here. Melinda's starved. The baby's sleeping. And we call him baby, but he is 20. He's almost 2. He'll be 2 in September. But he'll always be our baby. Even if we have more babies. Well, I won't.
God, I hope not. That'd be kind of scary.
Yeah, it would be. Because that's my baby you hear.
Well, no, I was thinking you don't have those parts.
Yeah, that's true too. But
I would hate to be the biller on that account.
Yeah, that would be fun. Thank you, Sherry. I just can't resist posting pictures of him because he's just my baby. He's my little man. And what's funny is he looks, and they're all in storage because we were going to move. But he looks a lot and reminds me a lot of my son at that same age. He's got the blonde hair, the blue eyes, and is very hyper. And that was my Sean.
You know what, though? You take some pictures of Nick, too, though. He looks so much like Nick when Nick was little.
Yeah, and that's kind of scary that they kind of look alike, isn't it? Not Ryder and Nick, but maybe Nick and Sean. Because if I say he looks like Sean and you say he looks like Nick. Anyway, I will let you guys go. I'm going to send Melinda off, I think, to buy us a pizza for dinner because I guess I should eat. It would be a really good diet, though, hey? It'd be a really good diet. Just don't eat while Michael's not here. But I already messed that up because... And somebody's got to send me a list of everybody and their names because everybody's talking now in like a foreign language and I have no clue who's what. I'm trying to remember, but that's unfair because I was busy working and you all were busy making up names for everybody. So, yes. The only thing I don't like about YouTube is because my comments keep going away and I don't like that. It could be my internet though. My internet's kind of sucky.
Sorry.
It's not that. It's not your fault. It's the Cox fault. Well, we might just have to do something about it. I don't know why. I've been fighting these people for the whole 24 years I've lived in the house.
Well,
so
once I can get rid of cable, I'll get the better internet.
There you go. All right. Everybody have a wonderful evening. I'll be back Monday night to make another wreath. I don't know what I'm going to make right now, but hopefully, I don't know how long Craft Outlet takes, but it depends on what mesh I get in, what I'll do. And Lori will be on Facebook on Sunday. And Laura will be on Facebook on Tuesday. And I will see everybody there. Oops, sorry. I hit the table. I will see everybody there. And y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Laura, have a good time at the wedding tomorrow. Remember, you're the groom's mom. You know what they say. Sit down, shut up. You don't have any role tomorrow. That's what they said when we were reading all the stuff when Melinda got married. The groom's mom doesn't have to do anything. Just sit down and shut up. But anyway, have a good time at that wedding. Tell your son and your daughter-in-law congratulations. And I will talk to all the rest of you. I'll probably see everybody Sunday night if I'm awake in time for Lori's live. And if not, I'll see you Monday night, 6:30 on Facebook. Now I have to figure out how to stop this. You got to get your mouse, right? So everybody have a great evening and a great weekend and enjoy and stay safe. Bless y'all.